Time to get your drinks and go to your seats. We will begin in just 3 minutes. The show is about to start. Don't find your seats now. We will start in just 1 minute. International Comedy Festival. Are you ready to start the show? Please put your hands together for Aaron Crouch.
What's up, Utrecht? What a good-looking crowd. Yes. Now, okay, who here is on their second show already? Yes. Yes, and I don't want to make you competitive, but the audience I had at the last show that I was hosting earlier, they were the loudest and most amazing crowd I have ever heard. They laughed non-stop. It was incredible, and I don't think you guys can beat that, but I want to see you try. I do. So I'm your host for the night. I'm Aaron Crouch. You can hear that I'm from the U.S., but I'm not just from the U.S. I am from Alaska. That's the sound of being from Alaska. It's pretty good. Normally when I talk about being from Alaska, what I learn is that your aunt went there on a cruise once. It's pretty cool. If we were in Alaska right now, statistically 28 of you would have a reality TV show. It would be called 10 Nets, 1 Fish. It's pretty good. I do like being from Alaska. One thing that people don't think about, though, is just like how big it is. Alaska is huge. Like right now, we're in the Netherlands. It's like 8:45. In my hometown in Alaska, it's still 1994. But at least we don't lie to ourselves in Alaska. Like when we have to live in tiny houses and brew our own liquor, we call that poverty. We don't call that a fun time with hipsters. I did grow up in a village, actually, in Alaska, and we hauled our own water. We took it right out of the creek. It's true. And we drank it without boiling it, and a few times a year, we all came down with something that we called beaver fever. Later, when I went to college, I learned that's called giardia. Yeah, I did have to leave Alaska, primarily because I look bad in hats, but also because the word Alaska in the native language means place where bands you like never play. No, Alaska's awesome. I felt like I could have been bisexual if there had been another woman there. Well, you guys are a good audience, I can already tell. So I've been traveling around a little bit. I've been riding some regional trains. Y'all ride some regional trains here? Save a little money, right? I came up from Germany and I had to change trains 8 times between Germany and here. Riding regional trains is a great way to remind yourself that not every place in Europe is beautiful or interesting. Get out there. I do a lot of shows in Germany, and there's some jokes I can't do there because Germans get all riled up. I have this joke about how I bought this insurance that covers you when you buy the wrong insurance. And every time I do that joke, there's a line of Germans after that are like, where did you get this? How can I have this? How can I have this for myself? It's funny, I have a whole bunch of jokes about Germans, and the last time I was doing them there, this German man came and he was like, I'm finding what you are saying very funny, but surely outside of Germany, no one is laughing at Germans. Sir, I have bad news. No, my friends in the States, though, are always asking me what it's like to live in Germany. I'm like, here's what it's like. I did this show in Frankfurt, and at the end of the show, a German man came up to me and said, I did not laugh even once, but I enjoyed it very much. So that's what it's like. We have an amazing lineup for y'all tonight. I want you to get ready for your very first act of the evening. My Canadian neighbor and friend, Dion Owens.
This is great, guys. Hello, Utrecht. How are you guys doing? Wonderful, guys. So I am a Canadian. I travel all around, and my favorite places to go are expensive cafes, all right? I love it when they charge me €8 for a coffee. I'm like, I'm saving the planet or something, right? But those places have the best stuff for sale, because I was in one today here in Utrecht, and there was a book on the wall, and it was called The Alternatives to Capitalism, and it was for sale for €35. So I stole it. And that's a solid alternative, guys. Pandemic was long. I tried to get jacked. I wanted to get jacked in the pandemic. So I tried that diet called intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting. Turns out I was doing it. I just called it being poor. So pretty easy move, baby. Whenever I get sad, I have a go-to comfort food. We call them pierogies. You might call them dumplings. Nice heavy meal. After you eat them, you have a nap. Maybe you feel a little better, right? But I went to the grocery store. And on the bag of pierogies, it said, now made with real potatoes. Now? Fuck. So it's like, I'll drink some beer. I'll drink some beer. That'll make me feel better, right? So I went to buy some beer. But on the box of beer, it said, proudly made with domestic and imported ingredients. That's all of them. That's everything in the conceivable universe, man. You guys have weird jobs now. I was at a show the other day and I was happy because a man had a normal job. Man in the front row said, what do you do for work, sir? He said, I'm a lumberjack. And a lady in the back went, yeah! I was like, are you okay, ma'am? And she said, yeah, I'm okay, but I used to date a lumberjack. And she was sitting beside a guy. I said, is that the lumberjack there? And she said, no, no, no. This is new wood. All right. Do we have some Dutchies here tonight? Make some noise. We got some Dutchies? I always get a little confused as a Canadian because I'll be like, I think that person's choking on like hair. I'm like, oh, they're speaking Dutch. All right, it's fucking weird. But I try to get your language down, and I find your language so challenging. I'm not gonna lie, but I think I have hello down, because every time I walk in the bike lane, you all give me the same greeting, so I'm gonna try it tonight. Conquer! Conquer to you! Conquer! That's people, that's weird. That's fucking weird, by the way. Do we have any Germans in here? Any Germans? Yes, that's the most enthusiasm I've ever heard out of a German. My favorite, I was recently at a show and a young man went like this. I was like, is there any Germans in here? And he put up both hands and he went, you can't make the Nazi joke now, asshole! Right? I'm going to talk a little bit about my friend Toby. He's a wonderful German man, but he gets mad at me because he's like, you always make fun of the Germans in your sets. Everybody makes fun of the Germans. Why do you do that? I was like, look, you lost 2 world wars, bro. But he's like, yeah, but the Italians were in the war and they lost and you never, no jokes, no, it's Italians, jokes. I was like, Toby, that's because the Italians have good food. So, when you stop repping sauerkraut, we can make this work, baby. I think accents are a good way to get laid. Canadian accent's like a 5 out of 10. Dutch, you guys, I don't know where to go with you guys. I usually put Germans at the bottom, but when I hear I'm like, I don't know if I want to fuck this person. All right, Hoots, let's do this, buddy. But the German's it's not the best accent either, right? Like, nobody wants to go to bed and hear, yeah, yeah. That's a 9. The best accent, though, is out there. The best accent is the Irish accent. Do we have any Irish people here randomly? No, they're out fucking. But I know that Irish people have a good accent. You know how I know? Because we have sex with them and they look like that, okay? Imagine if they had a tan, they would plow through the planet. Because I was outside a bar by my beautiful friend, and an Irishman staggered up to her, and he just said this. He said, a girl without freckles is like a night without stars. Like, I don't even have vagina, but my butthole started to get wet. It's like, this is like the time I was in Berlin again. Oh no! And we comedians, we just want to tell jokes, but sometimes we offend people, and a lot of times you offend people by mistaking them as other things. You mix them up, right? Like, you don't want to mix people up. Classic. Don't mix up a Dutch guy as a Belgian guy, right? Don't mix up a Czech guy as a Slovakian guy. And never mix up an Australian guy as a decent human being, right? Like, it's never. Is there any Australians here tonight? Your drinks are safe. Don't take a drink from that guy. It is cool. Dating's always hard. Are you guys a couple there? You dating the Australian? All right, that's all right. But dating's tough, right? Like, I think communication's important if you're gonna have a long-term relationship. But I recently discovered you also have to be on the same place sexually. That's very important, okay? Because I was dating a girl, and she was kinkier than I was, right? And she'd say stuff to me. She'd say stuff like, Dion, let's try some stuff. Let's try to tie each other up. And I'd say, I'm not comfortable with that, because we're already doing it emotionally and financially. So, triple down. And one time we were having sex, and I said, ouch, too hard. And she said, we're gonna need a safe word. And I was like, let's go with ouch. Chuck it down as ouch. If you hear ouch, fuck, that's hard, please, okay? It hurts, please. But one of my biggest errors I made in comedy, I was in Scotland. There's big burly Scottish men in the front row, 5 big burly fucking Scotsmen. And I accidentally called them English. So I'd like to apologize. I'd like to apologize formally, because we know Scottish people aren't English, because English people are cunts. So, and if there's any English people I offended, I'd like to say I'm sorry you're a cunt. But we got that out of the way. The Queen did die the last time I was in London. That was kind of weird. And I was sad, I'm not gonna lie, I was sad. Because she was so close to getting a letter from herself. Huh? You did it, bitch! Like, that would make me so happy, guys. Do we have any dog owners in here? Anyone own a dog? You got a dog over there? I just want a dog in my life. That's all I want, all right? But I can't because I travel, so I can't have a dog, right? And so now I'm just looking to date people with dogs. This is all I'm looking for. And as you start to enter the field, you're like high standards. You think you're the greatest, right? So I'm starting like super cool, hot, artsy girl with a big, cool dog. I'll be like, okay, just a girl with a big, cool dog. Now I'm just like a dude with a dog and a medium dick. That's where I'm at, right? Not the dick on the dog. I don't really care about the size of the dog's dick. But also I don't want a huge hog on a dog, right? That's not fucking hard to wrestle when you're like, Jesus Christ, what is that thing? It's fucking brutal, guys. That girl I was dating, it wasn't working out. And she's like, Dion, you should get therapy. You should get therapy. I think you even have a bit of an anger problem. And I just yelled at her for 20 minutes about how I didn't have an anger problem. But no, I was like, okay. I'll get some therapy, sounds good. How much is your therapist? How many dollars an hour is your therapist? She's like, my therapist is $160 an hour. 160 euro an hour. So I looked online, escort is 100 euros an hour. And so we resolved the issues, I think. But I do get mad, and the worst part is if you get mad and you realize you're the bad guy. It's the worst, man. Because one time a mosquito, it bit me and it got away, and I wanted to get mad. But then I realized that mosquito now has chlamydia. So, probably angrier than I am. I do like being Canadian, but we have one really shitty city. It's called Winnipeg, all right? It's a fucking dog shit city. Even my German friends are like, never go to Winnipeg, it's horrible! And Dutchies, you can probably relate, because every day in Winnipeg, you guys get these days sometimes too, when you just open the window and just you're like, not today. Not today, I don't want to do this. That's every day in Winnipeg. And that city sucks so much, this is their official motto. This is their official motto. Winnipeg, cooler than you think. Winnipeg, you gave up. That's not good, man. You guys know the official bird of Winnipeg? It's a mosquito with chlamydia. That's the official bird. But the other day I went on a date with a girl with a dog, and I thought it was going to be the one. I was like, this is it. We're going to fall in love and get married. It's going to be great. But she brought her dog over, and it was just this awful dog, guys. It was awful. Firstly, it had a huge dick. Like, that's not, it's a bit of a red flag or a red rocket, but it was awkward. And then the dog was badly behaved, and that reflects badly on you. If your dog is shit, that's not good, man, right? And it was barking, it bit me, and then it just shit on the floor. I was like, hey, girl, your dog seems like a me problem. That's the girl who came by the way. That was her dog. She's a great dog, okay? You just don't get her. Sounds like a you problem? Fucking wow. Don't date that lady, guys, okay? Fucking shits on your floor, you clean it up. But this is what happened. It's almost the same line as you just fucking gave me. So the dog shits on the floor, and she didn't say it's a you problem, but that would have also been great. I said, hey, your dog shit on the floor in my home. And she said, it's fine. That's his way of showing dominance, right? So guys, when we went for dinner, I dominated that table. I ever heard of that, baby? I hope somebody shits on a bed again, because I need to call back to that. Do we have any Americans here tonight? Any Americans? Shouldn't be proud of your country, but that's okay. It's slowly on fire, man. And I just read, I'm like, let's see what's happening in the States today. And I was reading the other day, they used to have a basketball team called the Washington Bullets. And they were like, this is not a good name, we gotta change it. You guys know what they changed it to? The Washington School Shootings. So, because of your gun policy, that joke's unfortunately topical. I was also watching a very good movie. It's called The Green Book. Deals with racism in the southern United States. It's a wonderful movie. But we have a weird time in human history where if you like something, you want other people to validate that it's good, right? Like sometimes I eat a sandwich, I'm like, this sandwich is really good. And somebody's like, it's not a good sandwich. I'm like, okay, it's not good, I don't know what I'm talking about. So I don't know about you guys, but I'll often look at reviews to be like, what did other people think of this, right? So I watched this excellent movie, and then went online to see what other people thought of it. These are my favorite reviews. The first guy wrote this. He wrote, Green Book is the only Academy Award-winning movie I've liked. It changed not only the way I live my life, but the way I treat people. 3 stars. The next guy reviews somehow better. He just wrote, the book wasn't even green, 1 star. I was like, oh, you don't get the point of this movie, man. The critic's she's a little slow, but I like her back there. I get it now. That's not the point of the movie. I also was reading another weird one, is that the KKK is making a comeback in the United States. It's fucking awful. Do you guys know what the leader of the KKK calls himself? Very close. That lady's the chatty one. He's not being elected, but it's close to Trump. He calls himself the Grand Wizard. What an asshole. Does he put that on a resume? They show up, they're like, okay, Chuck. You wrote down here you were a Grand Wizard. Could you elaborate on your job duties? Did you cast spells or summon creatures? And he's like, well, no. Consider myself more of a motivational speaker. Motivational speaker for hate and intolerance. And they go, oh my God, Chuck, that's just what we're looking for at Ryanair. So, you got a job. And I make fun of the Germans, I do, but I'll tell you why in a second here. One of the main reasons is, maybe you guys can agree, does everyone else also find almost all German men creepy, or is that just me? Just me? German lady? There you're like, dude, that's bad. If you're fucking from German to Dutch, German, you're doing a real bad job. Real bad job. Sorry, Dutchies, you're not renowned for fucking. I'm not gonna lie. No country's ever been, no Caribbean country's like, we gotta go fuck a Dutch person. No one's ever done that. But the German men, I like them, but I find them creepy sometimes, right? Like my good friend Tobias, one time we're outside of a bar. A beautiful lady went by. And we all know if an attractive person goes by, you're like, that gentleman does his squats, that lady's very attractive. But a beautiful girl goes by, and Toby just goes, yum. Slow your roll there, German Jeffrey Dahmer, okay? That is a good tag, thank you, sir. But after a show, as I said, I don't want to offend people. And after a show, I offended a person, okay? It was a short Mexican man. No, it was a white lady. Come on! You gotta hear my opinions, and I'm willing to listen. White women, I know, you guys are complaining because you want the world to be a better place. But if what you share and tell me is stupid, I will make fun of it, okay? That's my move to you, okay? So this is what she said to me. She said, you lost me. You lost me when you made fun of the Germans. I was like, okay, what exactly was the problem? She said, you called them all creepy. That's racist. I was like, okay, let's get some facts out of the way. Fact number one, they're not technically a race despite their best effort in the 40s. And fact number two, they're a little creepy. So let's get that out of the way, man. I'm a big cyclist. Has anyone ever had a bike stolen? Anyone had a bike stolen here? You did here. Sir with the nice hair, did you really like the bike that got stolen? Yeah, it's fucking hard when a bike gets stolen. And so what I've realized, if your bike gets stolen, you treat it like a breakup, okay? You don't look at old photos that you do together. It's gonna hurt, right? Easiest way to get over one, get on another one, right? And whatever you do, don't think about who's riding them now, because that's devastating. Also, it's probably a German. So don't. I do like him. I am in Canada, and my favorite part is, anyone ever been to Montreal, my fine city of Montreal? The Montreal is a weird place. My favorite thing about Montreal is the police officers. They're a very strange breed, okay? I don't know why, but if you want to be a Montreal police officer, you guys can't really see this guy, but this guy in the front row would be the perfect one. This guy right here. You, sir. Because you have to look sexy, but also a little incompetent, okay? Just a smidgen. Just a little bit. Like, this guy's not giving me a ticket. The sound guy's fucking laughing at that. I don't know. He can't even see you, man. That's amazing. That's fucking great, man. But so, I'm living in Montreal, and I as I said, I tour I love biking. I tour on my bike, and I throw comedy shows in bike shops. I'm insane. You could drink beer, smoke weed. You're not really supposed to. But Montreal police came by, and I thought I was going to get in trouble. But this is all that happened, man. They showed up. Okay. We heard you had a bit of a party here tonight. Is that the case? I was like, yeah, Jean-François, we had a bit of a party. He went, okay, we heard reports of gunshots. Do you guys have any guns? And I was like, no, no guns. And he went, okay, have a good night. And he just fucking left. We're never gonna have CSI Montreal. It's not gonna happen. I also bike in the winter. Now, I know I'm proud you Dutchies, you bike in the winter, it rains. But in Montreal, it's different. It's fucking winter, brutal winter, okay? And you've got one beard back there, sir. Have you ever had ice in your beard, sir? The guy who barely has a beard was like, yeah, there's a guy with a way bigger beard behind you, but the guy with an okay beard was like, fuck yeah! Fucking right, man. But it's the sexiest you can feel, right? When you have ice in your beard, you're like, this is amazing, right? Like, I'll just stroll in those expensive coffee shops and go, hey, I don't even need anything, I just want you to see this, and then I head on my way. But I was biking in the winter of Montreal on my bike, and I blew through a red light. And the Montreal police, they caught me. And they're like, hey man, that is a feu rouge, that is a red light. We have to give you a ticket. And you know what I said in my defense, guys? I said, it's winter, and I'm biking in Montreal. My life is hard enough. And they went, okay, go ahead. It's pretty grim out here. I can't believe this guy is doing this, man. One of my other favorite run-ins was in Edinburgh, Scotland. As I said, I love the Scottish people, but they're a bit intimidating. But the police there are very interesting. If you guys ever go to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, they're exhausted. If you want to do a crime, that's your place, okay? Because they're tired. It's the only interactions I had with the police there. I had 2 interactions, okay? I was in the park. Big burly Scotsman went up to a guy. He said, "Sir, it is illegal to be homeless in this park." And the guy said, "It's not a great time. I'm not loving it, man. Not that much fun. What are the legal ramifications of my homelessness?" "I'm gonna put you in jail." All right, I'm no longer homeless. I was like, oh, that's a little dark, right? But me and a friend one time, we were a little drunk, right? And we're biking the wrong way up of a one-way street, okay? Police officer put his hand outside the cop car window, and my buddy just fucking high-fived him. I just heard this from the cop. I just heard him go, "Oi! I wanted you to stop." And then I asked my friend, I was like, "That's the coolest thing I've ever seen, man. You just high-fived a police officer. That's so cool. What gave you the courage to do that?" He said, "Dion, I'm fat. I was biking up the hill. I thought he was encouraging me." So I'm encouraging you guys to keep enjoying comedy. Your following comic, he was amazing. My name's Dion. Have a wonderful night.
Are y'all ready for the second act? Yeah! Me too. I'm super excited to see him. He's here from the UK. Please welcome to the stage, Huge Davies!
No, please stop. This is overwhelming. Let's go crazy. It'll be fun in a minute, just wait. Hey man, you're looking at me like it won't be funny. It will be funny, just wait. Hear that? It's good. Yeah? Cool. Here's the first one. Walking down the street with my dad. He holds my hand, I look up. It's not my dad, it's just a random man. He puts me in a van. Listen, I can see some people in the room already not happy. Listen, you have to get on board right now, or this will be the longest 20 minutes of our goddamn fucking lives, okay? Fucking... There's 3 sections to this song. Only a third of the way through, so if you're not enjoying it now, fucking buckle up and get on board, be an adult. The random man pulls off a mask, it's actually my dad. We both laugh and drive off down the road to an orphanage. He swaps me for a bike. You can have, there you go. You can have a happy ending or a sad ending. So what do you fancy? Good to be in Utrecht. What a city you've got here, guys. Wonderful. I couldn't believe it. Right, here we go. The orphanage was just a dream. I wake up in my bed, but someone's painted all the windows black. I'm in a sack, I'm still in the stranger's van. Oh, man. Yeah. For me, I think the only thing worse than no clapping is one clap at the back. So, who did that? No, don't. Who was that? Who's responsible for that? Not just someone that doesn't clap at the right time, also a coward. You know, I've been doing this so long now, I've been doing this job so long, that when I hear one clap at the back of the room like that, I don't even, like, process it as a... You know, when in England, right, what happens, you drive through the country quite a lot, and often you get trapped behind cattle, being transferred from field to field. And sometimes you're behind the cattle for, like, maybe, like, 2 hours at times, and you're just trapped behind, you're driving about 5 miles per hour. And then every now and then, the last cow will shit on the pavement. They'll do that and go. That's what I think of when you clap like that. What's your name? Who are you? Who clapped? Who is it? Yeah, man. That person came here tonight. You know, they left the house today, coming to this gig. They were like, we're going to see some UK comedians today. We're going to have a good time. I'm feeling good today. I'm going to start the clap. It's going to go so well. I've never done it before, but today's the day I'm going to finally do it, and everyone's going to join in. And then when that happens, everyone's going to raise me above the crowd like Jesus Christ. I'm going to be carted out of the venue like a king. And then you went, oh, this bit will be funny enough. And you went this, you went, and the rest of you went, no. No, thank you. So I don't know who you are, but if you do clap out of place again, I will have you removed. Clap along with everyone else. Alright, okay. We can start the comedy now. Okay. Alright, okay. I've been thinking a lot about this song. Yeah. Have you? Anyone know what the name of that song is? No. As if it's a direct question to you. No. Anyone? Does anyone know? No? Any guesses? What do you think it might be called? Carnival song? Good guess. Anyone else? What guess? No? Carnival song? No guesses? Ice cream band song? No, not bad. It's actually, you can look this up after the show. That song is called Entry of the Gladiators. Entry of the Gladiators. The composer wrote that, heard it, thought to himself, guess that'll be the Gladiators coming in here. And his best friends were like, listen, mate, your best friends are your honest friends. And I'm going to be honest with you right now, it's got more of a clown vibe. And I know you set out to write a song about gladiators, and that's cool. But what you've accidentally done, you've gone out and you've written a song about the circus. And we've all been there. We have. We've all been in that situation. What you've got to do now is embrace who you are. You're the circus guy. And that's fine. We still love you. And the most important thing now is to embrace that yourself, and we just move on, and we never mention the gladiator bit. You're the circus guy, and that's fine. He went, yes. Yes, the circus. Yeah. Of death. Here they come. All 10 of them. Climb up their Mini Cooper, here they are. I think that song's too fun. For gladiators. You know, fun at any tempo. Speed it up. Is someone on a chair? having a great time on cocaine. It's like, too much. Slow it down. Is someone on a share? Having a great time at a Jewish wedding. It's like... Tell you what. Hey man, if you don't like that, you'll like nothing. Much better than the songs we have for gladiators nowadays. So, have you ever seen a gladiator die before, man? On TV? Well, yeah. Well, you can see this in Troy or 300, or even a gladiator. Anytime someone gets killed by a sword, they'll fall to their knees in slow motion, and for some reason, this will happen. It goes. It's depressing. I find it very depressing. They say life flashes before your eyes when you die. If I heard that whilst I was being killed to death in an arena with swords, I tell you what, I'd feel very half-glass empty about the whole thing. Keep it light. Start off slow and then you can get fun at the end. Take, for example, this classic scene. You could be like, my name is Maximus Decimus Murilius, leader of the Northern armies, loyal to the true emperor, Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. Are you not entertained? Do you guys like dance music? Oh, okay. Tell you what, man. Yeah. I get it. So, normally when I'm doing like a sort of a big venue gig like this, and it's like a Saturday night, right? Everyone's like fucking pumped. What I do is go, do you like dance music? Yeah. And then the crowd does that. They go, yeah. They normally go, yeah. And then I go, well, I don't. And that's the joke. But you come to fucking Utrecht, and you're like, do you like the music? You guys just sit there, one person goes, yeah, and the rest of you go, nah, we like to sit inside and just look at the wall, man. Anywhere else in the world, you'd scream for that. It's odd because you're sort of you're apathetic towards my act, but in that same breath, by not cheering, you're sort of agreeing with everything I'm saying. So it's a difficult room to play, actually. It's complicated, I don't know. Anyway, no, I don't like it. Plot twist. No, I don't like it. Specifically, there's about 5 seconds of dance music that I don't like. That's within all popular dance music. Not familiar with dance music. I'll take you through the structure of it. So at the beginning of every popular dance music, there's a build-up, which they talk about music, they talk about dancing. That's fine. But there'll be like a 5-second pause in which the music will stop. They'll say something incredibly profound, and then the music will just continue on like nothing's ever happened. I'll show you. It starts quite gentle like this. It's sort of like a... Cross on the dance floor, I'm feeling the beat, I'm feeling the music, I'm feeling the heat. The sound of the drums, yeah, is filling the floor. I see you walk through a toilet door. Cross on the room, yeah, looking at me, looking at you, and my heart starts to beat. This room is on fire, she whispers to me, oh, how deep is your love? No. What the fuck is that? How deep is your love? I heard that in the middle of a popular dance song, and it sent me to an existential crisis. Just crash the fucking car, lads. And how deep is your love is such a weird thing to say, such a profound thing to say, and yet it had nothing to do with anything else going on in that song. But as long as it's profound, it fits a genre of popular dance music. You know? You can put anything in there. You can be like, cross on the dance floor, you're looking at me, looking at you, and my heart starts to beat. This room is on fire, she whispers to me, what happens after we die? Come on. Does God exist? Come on now. We're here. Would you torture to save someone you love? Hit it. Oh, they've got your mum. I think the only thing worse than hearing dance music on the radio is, of course, watching dance music live at a festival. Has anyone here seen a DJ perform at a festival before? Yeah. Why have you seen a DJ perform at a festival? It's a waste of time, waste of money, right? If you go to a festival, right, and there's like a band playing, that I understand that, right? Because there'll be a drummer there. Drummer there will be going. Oh no, that's not right. Hang on, mate. I felt that out. New keyboard, lads. New keyboard. Hang on. Right. Oh, there we go. If you go to a festival, there'll be a drummer there. They'll be doing this. They'll be going. It's sort of like it's okay. You know, it's fantastic. It is. It's fantastic. You go see a guitarist there. The guitarist player there. Calabunga. You go see a DJ perform live, it's like watching someone just stand next to a table for a bit. Here's my impression of a DJ performing live. Here we go. So this is a DJ performing live. So it goes this, it goes right, here we go. What's this? Right, here we go. Some of this. Take it down. Back up again, baby. Some of that, yeah. Some of this. I'm fucking it. Some of this. Wait for it. Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. Well, wait for it. Here it comes. Here it comes. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. Wait for it. Here it comes. Here it comes, wait. Here it comes, wait for it, here it comes. It's gotta be good, wait for it, here it comes. Here it comes. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Yeah, well, wait for it, here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, here it comes, wait, 1, 2. Here it comes, wait for here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes, right, here it comes. Shh, wait for here it comes. Wait, shh. Yeah! A fucking hour. How much time do I have left? 4 minutes, okay.
More if we clap once.
What?
More if we clap once.
I can't hear what you're saying, man.
More if we clap once.
More if you clap once. It was worth the wait, that comment, wasn't it? Obviously, I'll do more. Obviously, I'll be doing more. Okay, cool. Okay. We'll do a song. Do you? Yeah, we'll finish it. That'd be nice to finish on the song. Okay, cool. Okay, here's a song about going to the park. I hope you guys like it. We can now walk in the park, on the path and on the grass. Look at the kids on the swings, they're so happy. People about to sit to have a lovely picnic. Oh look, that family is doing a bike ride. But what do I like to do when I'm in the park, asks you? Oh, I like to dress as an Arsenal coach and stand near people playing football with a clipboard. They think that I'm scouting them when I'm on my iPhone and I'm watching Shrek. Get up every Saturday to the park where fellas play. Incredibly hard to try and impress me, but I'm not a normal bloke, I'm just a normal coach. Sorry, I fucked that up, sorry. I'm not a normal bloke, I'm not a normal coach, I'm just a normal bloke. Occasionally I'll say, swear it lads, come on, swear it. But I'm not a football coach, I play the piano. And I like to dress as an Arsenal coach and stand near people playing football. Then I invite them to take part in a secret trial because they're playing football in the Arsenal style. They show up at the secret trial. I say my coaching staff and I only take the most talented players here at Arsenal Football Club. I ask them as a test of strength to move a sofa then a bed. You remind me of a young Patrick Vieira. Amazing, yeah. They take a large bed down the stairs and then they take a stack of chairs. And I like to dress as an Arsenal coach and stand near people playing football because I am moving. Yeah, it's true, I'm moving house and I'd like some footballers to help me out. And using my position as an Arsenal coach, I've managed to move most of my stuff on the cheap. If you'd like help moving out, join me on the touchline as an Arsenal scout. There we are, thank you very much, thank you. This has been... Oh, thank you, I'm Hughes Davies. I'll see you later. Bye-bye, bye.
Keep it going for Huge. Y'all have been amazing. You did indeed exceed the previous audience in sound and applause. You're wonderful, and you don't have to stop now. We have a deal where your fourth show of the night, for example, is €6. Every additional show that you continue on through the night gets cheaper. Dutch people, I said cheaper. So, go ahead, buy another ticket. I want to make some recommendations. I recommend to take you out with a dance party by Posty at 10:30. You can listen to some jokes, hear some music, and grab a beer for your last closeout. And I also recommend Matt Ricardo, the magician, this evening. Apparently he is astounding, and I'm going to go myself and see him. So, you can exit through the door back there and enjoy your next show. Thanks so much.